So, fighting Kefka didn't really give us any interesting new answers. We just know that Bartz has been kidnapped, but we already knew that. So I guess it's just a continuation of our wild hunt for Bartz. Thankfully, things will pick up this time around. It's not going to be as interesting as last time. But for now, we're just gonna check the Kubo stall. Well, the Moogle stall. That's the name. Yeah, it's been a while since I made a video, so I'm a bit out of it. But that's my own fault, really. So it's just the usual things: picking treasure from the ruins of the world, and hitting strange white orbs of light to give us magical powers. Well, more magical powers than we had before. It's weird, and I don't want to get into it, so just ignore it. So this is a pretty short gate. I'm not going to kill every opponent here, even though I should have, really, since gates can have secrets. But it should be pretty evident if there is some secret treasure in a map. But I would have known for certain if I use scan mode. Oh well, there we go. So there isn't any treasure hidden here, so we'll just be fighting these guys. It's been a while since we fought Squall, if we have at all. Since he's just a random encounter here, he isn't particularly difficult, but he certainly can't be a headache. Just not right now. I can't remember what the Chocobo Summon Stone do, but evidently it wasn't anything significant, so I'm not even going to bother to look it up.
Come on, Bartz. Where are you?
I know that I'm not alone. That's why I can fight by myself.
Squall? That idiot?
I'll prove it to you. We may be apart, but we still fight together.
Trying to take the spotlight, eh, Squall?
Zidane, why are you here?
What? Do I need a reason to help someone? Why don't you just leave this big lummox to me?
So you challenge me without hesitation. You are quite the cocky one.
Didn't exactly want to fight against a lady. And I suggest you worry about yourself.
So, we are fighting Garland again. Although with a different character this time around. And the differences will be somewhat significant.
Hey, I'd look bad if I lost, right?
If you remember from last time, Garland has long range on intercept attacks, and Zidane does not. Combined with this map, which has the peculiarity of always warping you to the same location if you are slammed into the roof. Well, we're in for some interesting shenanigans. this can sort of evolve into a non-stop fight with Dragon Ball Z-esque teleportations. Speaking of, I didn't know this until Shibertech told me, but Garland actually has the same voice actor as Vegeta from... Well, do I really need to say it? So there you go. So it's generally a bad idea to let your opponent get X mode, but even more so if it's Garland. At the very least, you do not want to be playing like I'm doing. Not that I actually get punished this time, but well, we'll look into it whenever we get to play Garland. But Garland did display his ability a little bit there. Apparently, when he is in X mode, you cannot interrupt his attacks by attacking him. You will probably see me retrying in the middle of a killing animation. This actually speeds up the game somewhat, because you don't have to wait for not only the animation to finish, but also for the game over screen. This is just a habit I've developed after fighting some pretty difficult fights. So the moment I know I will lose, I'll just retry as fast as possible. But this time around, I'll be a little bit more careful with fighting Garland. Only a little though. I can't really say why I lost the last match, except sloppiness, I suppose. So Garland's Summerstone is HP break on HP attack. Basically, he instantly breaks you if he ever hits you with his which is HP moves. It can be a little bit dangerous, but that's provided, of course, that he actually hits with his HP attack. But with that, we have defeated Garland, and we'll move on.
That was just what I needed. to work out some of the kinks.
What's that guy made of? Squall!
Zidane, I owe you one.
It's okay. Wait a minute, nothing's okay! We got trouble, big trouble! Bartz got caught!
Never thought Bartz would fall for a trap.
It's my fault. We got too caught up in our race.
Stay sharp. You seem to be one of their targets.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm not losing sight of my target. I'm rescuing Bartz right away. He's gotta be at the end of this light.
So we rescued Squall from the trap he was in, I suppose. Well, we rescued him from getting double teamed by Garland and Ultimacia, and we've happened upon a mysterious light that apparently shows us where Bartz is. We'll see it again some other time. But now that we've rescued Squall, we now have an assist character again. Unfortunately, Squall isn't the best assist character. He has his uses, certainly. But I don't like him. As an assist character, I mean. Every time I open a chest and get a skill, I get a little bit more depressed, because I know it's a skill I've wasted. So this is one of the few... well, the first time actually we have seen the loading screen on the overworld map. As the world opens up to us, we'll see it a bit more. But we can continue on before we get all the treasure in the area, and this time around there's actually a very good vision to hunt for chests. So that's what, 3 skills I've wasted now? Great! Another Emperor fight. Emperor is basically free experience. Well, more so than other fights are. But we finally learned Vortex, so now we can attack both up and down in the air. Which, I will show off why it's important, but the real treasure here is the Triton's Dagger. It's better than what we currently have equipped. I think it's even better than what we can buy at our level. It wouldn't be if we had a full set of Mithril, but unfortunately we don't, we only have the sword. So for now it's better than what we have. Before we move on, let's go check on our buddy Squall. We'll see the significance of Squall's comment when we play his chapter. So the glowing yellow light is our objective for this. Well, for now. But this gate should be the last gate for this video. And it's, well... So I don't think this gate is particularly long, but it's not as short as the last one. Thankfully, the challenge fight won't be that much of an issue for us, as will be shown off. But it is still worth fighting it, mainly because of the large experience you get. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. I'd like to think that I've gotten better at duels, but evidently I don't. But Kuja is a pretty hard duelist. His attacks come very fast. But I do manage to redeem myself. Snort can actually be a very annoying Summon Stone. It can remove a lot of bravery. Either it moves single digit, double digit, or well, even quadruple digit bravery. So it's nothing to snort at. But given the random nature of it, it's not a Summon Stone I would rely on. There are much better Summon Stones to use, even though I blatantly don't use them. So Kuja was pretty easy this time around. Which I'm thankful for, because it's probably one of the last times it will be this easy. Provided we don't find some... Well, it's probably not, considering we have a huge amount of game ahead of us. So I might have spoken too soon there. So if we weren't playing Duodecim, we wouldn't have fought Tifa here. Even though we are in original Dissidia territory, they still sprinkled Duodecim content around. Which should be evident considering characters got new attacks and updated bug fixes in Duodecim. So obviously we don't play by different rules. So once again, I know that looked cool, and you might have think that I planned it for that to happen, but I didn't. It happened. So I'll just accept it and move on.
What's the matter? Not feeling it?
So if I didn't know that this was Ultimecia, which I know from her mannequin name, I could have used the Mesa Eye to halve her HP and make the fight significantly easier. But since I know it's Ultimecia, well, I didn't. Because Ultimecia has the ultimate weakness of not being able to attack directly up or down. So as long as I stay directly above or below her, she can't really do much to harm me. So in short, I basically cheese her. Once again, showing off how just being repetitive can actually win you a fight, or give you a significant advantage. At the very least, until the computer gets pissed off at you for being such a cheese fest and kicks your face in for it. I should have dodged that. I don't know why I didn't, but I'm sort of a mile away. But it's minor details like that. It doesn't really matter in the end. So as you can see, she wasn't that much of a tough fight. She was basically just a longer mannequin fight. But we did get 5 levels from beating her, so as I said, it's worth fighting her even if she is easy. And I do think, let's see here. Oh, never mind. Not even the chest was good.